Hi, and welcome to Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I'll be doing a collective romance read. More specifically, where do you stand? I felt like, I don't know, that just felt like the reading to do right now. So I'm going to be doing primarily oracles, so there won't be any tarot clarification, but it will be primarily oracle and channeling intuitive reads, as I am an intuitive reader. And for those who have been here before, you'll know that I've been putting in chapter markers in the timeline and or in the description box below. And for those who are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I am very new, very new. And so I appreciate each and every one of you that stop by and watch for a little bit. So I do want to do a little intro to the readings that I do. Nothing too intense, but just want to give you some food for thought. So tarot and oracle are tools for self-reflection. They're meant to help guide us in our lives while we are using our inner moral compass, making decisions for a particular brand of happiness. Because I'm an intuitive reader, when cards come out, my guides or my spirits will tell me this is the message that is affixed to it. Regardless of what the card says, I will often address the meaning of the card if it's tarot or the obvious word that's on the oracle card, but because I'm intuitive, my spirits will bring out a card, say this is the closest approximation to what I'm trying to tell you, Angel, utilize this. If it is tarot or a specific type of oracle, I'll say these cards represent these themes, these archetypes, these patterns. But it's up to you as a viewer to decide whether or not it resonates. And the thing is, because this is a collective, it's not always going to resonate, and that's okay. You know, if you don't feel like it resonates, that's all right. Just leave it for someone else who may need it and try a different reading, because tarot and oracle readings are timeless. It might be pertinent to now. It might be something that will happen months, weeks, years down the line, or maybe you'll come across a reading that you're like, hey, that happened before. And for those that are like, why would it show me an old situation? Likely because Spirit or the universe wants you to draw upon the knowledge that you learned from that situation. At any rate, you are the Grand Maestro of your own destiny. Don't give up your power or your energy wholly to just one tarot read. I'm reading the energies that exist now. It's likely to change depending on things that you do or say and the things that other people do or say, because I believe in fate and destiny, I do, but I believe it'll only take us to a certain point. It's up to us to take action or to speak up for ourselves, because we always have full autonomy, we have full free will, and we are the maestros of our own destiny. So, having said that, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to use one deck to kind of give a general energy, and then some cards for one person, card for another person. These people will be like somehow interlinked together. What are they experiencing currently? Because my collective want to know where they stand with their person, and how their person stands with them. Like, give me the current energy for this connection is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so first card out, we have destruction. Now don't don't get too worked up about it. Destruction takes all kinds of forms. Yes, it absolutely can mean destruction in a very negative, in a low vibrational way. But destruction also means being able to think about it like this. Think about an old dilapidated building that's in the middle of a beautiful forest, and it's got beautiful bones, but it's a 100-year-old cabin, and it just needs to be rebuilt. There's a certain amount of destruction that needs to go in to bring down the old building so they can build it back new. I've said this a ton of times on my channel, but it's that Marilyn Monroe quote, sometimes good things have to fall apart so that better things come together. I equate this card with the tarot, with the tarot's tower, pardon me, the tarot's tower, which is something coming in to free us or release us or to break down something that no longer works for us. So in this connection, it may be both you and your person are recognizing what you both may need to shake loose from your life. Is it old attachments? Is it old ways of thinking? Is it bad habits? Is it holding grudges? Sometimes things need to be broken down in order to really, really see the picture clearly, to clear the horizon. But before I get too much into it, let's continue forward. What else do we have? Okay, so then we have compromise. Now, didn't I say that the Tower comes in, or the destruction card in an oracle, comes in to help us shake loose, to remove things that may be holding us back, to free us from old paradigms, old, maybe self-limiting thoughts, bad habits, and or maybe problematic or destructive self-behaviors within self or within a relationship. This compromise makes me feel like mutually, both you either had a discussion or you've both singularly have come to the realization that a compromise is needed in order for your connection to thrive. Let me put it on this side. There's a certain amount of being diplomatic, being able to have a conversation, seeing eye to eye, recognizing this energy of you and your person, going through tough times, but also wanting to work it out so that you can meet in the middle to get both your needs, both your wants, needs, and desires met. I'm a big proponent of hearing and saying and doing for wants, needs, and desires because it's important. But let's get one more card, and then we'll look individually. So lessons and the bottom. Oh, well, that's the reason why. The lessons are about pride and ego. Okay, hold on. Let me hold these here. So these cards, this is the one I'm keeping because that's what Spirit wants me to do. There are lessons that both of you have learned about your pride and your ego. And when I say ego, I don't mean being arrogant. Ego in the mental health space and or psychology space of ego is the way you view yourself based on trying to meet the quota or fit yourself into a box because that's what society or media or a religion or a family dynamic wants you to be. All these external forces and extenuating circumstances that are pressing upon you to making you feel like you need to adhere to all things in order to be a successful person in society. That is ego. Pride, well, lots of people know what pride is. The lessons is to let go of being too proud to ask for help, being too proud to admit, hey, I miss you, being too proud to be like, I feel hurt. Part of that compromise is breaking down old ways of being, breaking apart against things that are holding you back, that are trying to make you small. It's both you and your person understanding that you both have to do the work. I'm getting the inclination that your person has a certain level of skeletons, like skeletons in the closet or like shadows to deal with. And you have, skeletons in your closet, shadows, whatever you want to call it. You could both have things to work on. And energetically, or maybe even in person, you recognize and or you've spoken those words. I'm going to be better. And you all are both saying this. Ooh, here's a quote. I don't know where it comes from, but if you know where this quote comes, please put it in the description box. Put it in the comments below. I'll take care of myself for you, and you take care of yourself for me. It's being mutually responsible for your own emotional needs and recognizing that you have to be the one to communicate how you feel, because your partner is never going to be able to mind read you, or your partner is never going to be able to truly understand if you don't communicate that in a way that's productive and not accusatory. And that goes for both sides. There are a lot of lessons to be learned, and I do feel there's a lot of grit to get through. But what I love about this is both you and your partner are willing to do this. Whether or not you guys have said that to each other, or you said that in separation, like maybe you guys aren't even together, but you both mutually simultaneously been like, I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself. So that when you all come together, you're able to compromise more effectively. Okay, so we got the love oracle. I'm going to do 2 for one person, person A, 2 for person B, and we'll just go from there. Okay. So storm warning, upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball, and drama. Ooh, so we already have this destruction card here. This is the energy for both people. So this makes me think, and this is just right away, I'm thinking on this side of the equation, whoever is on this side, I just heard meteorologist, but we're not talking about actual storms. We're talking about like proverbial emotional storms or conflict. This makes me feel like the person on this side is maybe a little bit intuitive, maybe has a little bit of precognition, and or really just trusts their gut and understands that there's going to be, you know, a fair amount of work, a fair amount of obstacles and upheaval in order for them to be able to get to a place where they feel more balanced, more in line with what they want to do, and thus being in a better place to compromise with this energy when the time comes. Okay. And I love how even in the card, this person, it says storm warning. This person's out there on a beach with an umbrella, like undaunted, gives 0 fucks. They're just out there being like, I mean, I know the storm's coming, but I called it in. Like they expected it. They almost were counting on it. Like they needed it to come in order to help demo the old, abandoned, dilapidated building that was once their old way of thinking or their self-limiting thoughts. They were counting on the storm coming in so they could utilize the energy to help catalyze them into another version of themselves, the 2.0 version of self, healed and progressive and moving forward. Now let's see for person B. What do they have on their side? Travel. Distance, boundaries, far apart, get away. So this is making me feel that between you and this person, there is a distance. It could be emotional distance. It could be literal distance. But I'm getting more that it is literal distance between you and this person. This person may be even contemplating how to come towards person A, or whether or not they have enough reasons or excuses to justify coming. Like maybe they feel like they can't just pop up. Maybe you all are not in contact right now, and so it would be strange for them to just show up in your city and say, hey, call you up and say, hey, I'm in town. Do you want to meet for coffee kind of thing, or tea, or, you know, a lunch? Which is interesting because this storm energy is, I keep hearing precognition, like this person has a certain level of sensitivity, like they knew this was coming. They knew the storm was coming. And this person's over here thinking, should I go see them? Maybe the storm they see is their person actually coming. The storm being when they meet. And that's not to indicate that there would be an explosion of arguments or anything, but it does mean that these two energies possibly coming together would be the catalyst for change. Right? Okay, let's get one more for person A. Okay, so we have magnetic attraction. Alluring, lust, irresistible, and flirting. Okay, so it is undeniable that these two people are into each other. I feel like, I'm just hurt. I'm hearing from this person A's side, the intuitive side, that I keep hearing, I gotta rein it in. This is something that has not gone away, regardless of the distance, whether or not it's physical distance or emotional distance. Maybe they are in separation, like they are not together currently, but that has not dulled the attraction. Okay, then we have heartbreak. Okay, hurt, betrayal, grief, and disappointment. So, sorry, I'm trying to pick this card up. So, Let me move this over a little bit. Can I fit them both in there? Yeah, there we go. So oh, I see, this person may, okay, here's where we get to where do we stand kind of stuff. This person B, is feeling a magnetic pull to come talk to this person. Again, unsure whether or not this is physical distance, emotional distance, or they're in separation, like not together at all. But this person has experienced a lot of pain, and because this heartbreak is touching the lessons card, it makes me feel like, yes, both sides, A and B, have learned lessons. This one, again, I heard meteorologist. This person could see the lessons coming, and they did learn from it. They saw how they needed to break certain things down. They're the quote unquote meteorologists. They have some sort of precognition or sensitivity, or just trusted their gut feeling. They saw the lessons in the making. They saw the lessons coming. They were prepared. They called it in. They were ready to learn. They were ready to up level. This person maybe did not see that. Maybe the lessons were hidden to them. Maybe they didn't realize the amount of destruction and storm would be required in order to shake the shit up, to have them open their eyes, sort of thing. And so now we have this energy that is deeply affected emotionally about the distance between these two energies. One energy wants to come see this energy bad, but I keep hearing, how can I justify it? How can I justify it? How can I justify it? I keep thinking about it. I'm so disappointed in myself, I'm so disappointed in myself. Why didn't I learn this earlier? Like, again, I feel like this person was aware of the lessons as they were being doled out by the universe, and this person just couldn't quite see it until it was right upon them, right on their face, and it led to a lot of heartbreak. Okay, so we're going to move on to another oracle called the Romance Oracle to get some more information. I'm going to see if I can make it so I can fit more cards. I'm not sure if I can, but I will definitely try. Hold on, I can move my rabbit's tush out of the way. Okay, I don't know if I can. Well, we'll see. Okay, so for this person, help us understand where this connection stands. Can you give me your cards on where this connection stands? Competition. This is making me think of third-party energy. This is making me think of third-party energy. Sorry. Third-party energy doesn't necessarily have to mean that it was a third person, but there could be something that took priority over this connection. And mayhaps that's the reason why there's this heartbreak. Maybe the lesson that they learned was they were putting things over this person when they wanted to be with them. Maybe the lesson they learned was, maybe I don't need to spend 18 hours a day at my job. Maybe, my friends don't need to see me every single Friday night and Saturday night, and I can carve some time out for my partner or the person that I love or the person that I want to add to my life. Maybe I could stop partying so much. That sort of thing. Or maybe there's also, okay, take it as it resonates, because it's stream of consciousness is how it's coming in. There's also the possibility, sorry, I don't know why my thing stopped recording, but person A might recognize that person B may already have something going on in their lives. Maybe they're out there dating. Maybe they are seriously dating someone. Maybe they're already involved. Maybe the third party is that this person may or may not have children. Maybe this person's in a disempowering relationship. I do get the energy that even though that does mean I'm channeling, this person who may be feeling that there's something else being put before them, they're not pressed about it. They're not pressed about it. There's a calm, kind of quiet confidence to this energy. I mean, they recognize this person as someone they want to be with, but they're not, I hear they're not chasing. They are where they are. This is the person who wants to come forward. They're not chasing. This person wants to come forward. Let's see what other cards we have for this. Okay. And we've got 2. So, which one does... Hold on a minute. Which one do you want to take? Both? Okay. This person gets 2 then. So we have new perspective and happiness. Y'all, this person wants this energy so much. So much. They've learned their lesson. The light has been turned on. From their lessons, the light has been turned on. They understand where their happiness lies. And don't get me wrong, the happiness isn't contingent on this person. It isn't that they absolutely need this person, but they want to add them to their lives. I'm going to get another card for this energy here because this one has an extra card. But again, this energy stay being calm. They are not pressed. They are not worried. They are not flustered. They want this energy, but I don't get a chasing energy. I'm getting almost like a statue. And I don't mean statue because of cold. I mean statue as in they're standing in their place and they are not moving. This person wants to come this way. Wants to close the gap. So when we ask, where do we stand in this reading collective? As far as collective energy, you both want to be able to break old habits. You both are learning lessons. You both are ready to compromise to make sure that you all are having your wants and needs and desires met while also coming together and closing the gap or closing the distance. This energy could see the lessons coming. They wildly are attracted to this person and want this person, but they understand that there was something else in their life that was taking up a lot of their time, whether it be another relationship, an addiction, working too much. Maybe they have children and they didn't know how to kind of allocate time to be both a parent and a partner. This person wants so badly to come to this energy. Wants to pursue this energy. I feel like there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of regret in this energy. They've gained a new perspective from all the lessons that they learned. It seems like the lessons that this side understood was happening in real time. These lessons felt like they blindsided this person, but they still are learning from these lessons. And I do mean still learning because this is actively happening. This isn't past tense. This is actively still happening. And they recognize in order to attain their happiness, they have to continue these lessons. This person isn't their answer to happiness, but I do feel like there is a want to add them to their lives. I'm going to get another card for this character. I said character. I don't know why I said character. Oh. Okay. This energy doesn't believe it's over. I mean, as per the card says. And honestly, I don't feel it either. I feel like as much as this person is like rooted in the ground, this person's embodying like earth energy, very rooted into the ground. This may or may not be an earth sign. You could, if you are an earth sign and your sun, moon, or rising, or you have a stellium in earth energy, this may resonate with you. And or if you don't have a whole lot of earth, it could be that just in this moment, you're really calling upon grounding energy to keep you in your power and to not chase. This energy is water, just all over the place. Water, water, water. I'm hearing it. So you may be a water sign. Maybe it's your sun, moon, or rising, a stellium. Maybe you have strong placements in it. Or maybe for the first time, you are really allowing yourself to feel everything. Maybe before you pushed it away, you wanted it, not you wanted it, but you like swept it under the rug for later, because I just heard emotions can be messy. And yes, they can, but it doesn't mean you don't still give them love and respect and attention and recognize what they are. Okay, so let's get a closing oracle. This is just a check-in because I was getting really called to do this. Like, where do we stand? So I'm going to do one vibrational match oracle for this side and then this side. And I will read a couple because they have bullet points of what it stands for. So I'm going to read all of the bullet points. I'm not going to pontificate or try to intuit. These are for you. If this sounds like your energy, then that's this is, you know, the energy for you. Okay, sorry. I've got these are rather large. If I can't shuffle these correctly, then I will maybe get a different one. These are almost as large as the inner Gaia cards that I have. Ah, there we go. Okay. So we have. So this one, I was going to start with water because, sorry, pardon me, I had a little cough there. Because it was feeling so strong and I was water, 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 and here we are. So what it says is, there is strength in your vulnerability. The bullet point descriptions are: swallow your pride, release the fear of being judged, put yourself out there, take a risk, courageous, let your guard down. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. Get out of your comfort zone. That's for this energy right here. All right, let's see about this. I keep hearing rooted in earth, rooted in earth, rooted in earth. Oops, hold on. There was a sneaky card in there. This card was somehow in there. Guide. I'm going to go ahead and put this down here between the two because it's not by chance that came out for whatever reason. Not sure why or how that was in there, but it was. Take it as it resonates. Maybe you resonate with ancestral guides. Maybe you have someone who's helping you through the situation. Take it as it resonates. Okay. So then we have inner balance. So bullet points are: mind-heart connection, integrate logic and intuition, maintain self-care, keep yourself grounded. Sorry. Keep yourself grounded, self-awareness. Find out what disrupts your inner balance and honor both your thoughts and feelings for this side. Collective, where do we stand? Where do I stand? Where do they stand? This is it. Thank you for stopping by and listening to my read. I'm a very small channel, very, very small channel. So if you liked my reading, you like my style, my personality, how things kind of shake out on the table, please consider sharing, subscribing. It really does help other people find my messages if they should need, or just want to be inspired by a message. So this is Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I will see you at the next reading.